Welcome back to the Sioux City Show. My name is Taylor Grody. I'm hosting this thing. In the studio with me today, I have Josh Van Beek. Josh is here to promote a charity fundraiser back-to-school bash that's going to be going on in August at Mount Zion Baptist Church. And if you notice, we're at a new set right now. This is another spot in the office. I'm trying to give more of a platform to charities, fundraisers, things going on in the community that I think people should know about, and use this more of like a community bulletin board rather than having full episodes of the Sioux City Show that are all dedicated to this. And so this is episode 1 of the new bonus episode series. And Josh, tell us about the event you guys have going on.
What we're doing is the Hood Dreamz Car Club is putting together a back-to-school bash. Pastor Robinson at Mount Zion got together with us, and we kind of come up with this idea, and we brought it to him, and he was 100% with it, you know, helping the community. And we're going to have like 200 backpacks to give away to the community for kids, and we went and got a bunch of school supplies and stuff like that, just to be able to help kids give back to the community. And plus, we're doing free haircuts.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, from 3 to 4:30. We got 4 stylists and 1 barber. Nice. And I think that's going to be really beneficial for the community. Because, I mean, you figure you got 3-4 kids, man, that's $100 easy to get your haircuts. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's, you know, like, unfortunately, this specific situation, like back to school supplies and, you know, maybe some back to school clothes, that kind of stuff is like kind of more or less a necessity for every family, right? Especially when you got kids growing, and their back to school clothes, just a way to keep them you know, in some clothes that fit.
Exactly.
And it's like, it's such it's like such a big expense on a family that really doesn't have any type of support if support is needed.
Exactly.
So it's great to see like a community organization like Hood Dreamz come together and like put something on that's beneficial for everybody.
Right. And if we can take some of the, you know, pressure off, say they can take that $100 and buy more school clothes now, you know, or they can buy them another pair of shoes or something like that. That was the
shit, make rent.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Whatever they can use it for, you know, just whatever we can do to help them out. Because like I said, you know, we're all from that world. Yeah. You know, we all know it. We're all, you know, a lot of us are single moms, like I said, you know, so we've seen it, and it was, you know, I don't like seeing it, you know, but it is the world we live in. So if I'm blessed enough to be able to have a group of friends that are able to, you know, give back and help the community out.
Yeah. I had some friends in Chicago that used to put on, it was like, I can't remember what the organization was called, but it was called like Feed the Homies or something like that. And it was a couple of DJs from Chicago that all came together every Thanksgiving to like make sure that everybody's Thanksgiving dinners were taken care of and bought, you know, Frank Lucas style. Yeah. But, you know, regardless though, I guess I grew up in comfortably middle class in Sergeant Bluff, so I wasn't around as much of especially on the west side of Sioux City, just families that are struggling to get by, right? And, working class families. And but when I was in college, I started a clothing brand that was called Widespread Threads. And for every shirt we sold, we gave another to a child in need in America. Oh, nice. Yeah, it was like kind of Tom shoes, but for T-shirts. Right. And it was successful, but T-shirts are a really slow nickel, so I wanted to get out of that business right away. Right. But like in that time, I think it was in Boone, Iowa, we, you know, that was our first event where I think we'd made like 400 sales on T-shirts. So we were able to like have 400 T-shirts for kids that were going in. It was a back to school backpack drive program. So it was like with every kid that was coming through, you know, what size are you, making sure that every kid was loaded up with some like back to school clothes that were well printed, real screen print, real designs. And it was like so dope seeing, we'd just be out at Walmart or whatever, and you see like a kid walk by in a Widespread Thread shirt. Wow.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
Yeah. So it was pretty dope, and it was like kind of really opened my eyes to how many families like do need a little help. And it's I said that I wasn't around as much growing up in Sergeant Bluff, but there was plenty of families there that needed help too that I just 100%. Wasn't aware of at the time. And a lot of kids that are growing up in situations where bills are tight. You might not be living in poverty and the bills are still tight and there's still not a lot of extra expenses. Maybe mom's transmission broke over the summer and it's like a way for that to like not be a huge burden on the family. And that's great. So I guess like what brought around the whole idea for you guys? Like, is this just Last week you came up with it or what?
Well, no. Me and my friend Trayvon, we've kind of spearheaded this with the community, and it just, it's just taken off so well. We did the turkey drive last year. We did the toy drive for Christmas, and we like to give back. Because like if anybody has went to the car show we had in April, that was it had to be one of the biggest car shows Sioux City's ever seen. Yeah, it was humongous, and it's just it really put us out there, and I just want to give thanks, to everybody that helps us. You know what I mean? And then we had, and the way what really got me, it kind of got me a little emotional how it happened. It was really crazy because it's like my friend Chad started calling people about sponsoring this, and we literally went from here to here within a day.
Yeah.
We have raised a ton of money. And I could not be more appreciative of these people, these businesses that are just like, yeah. And the crazy thing is when we walk into these businesses to get the donation, they say, hey, we know who you are. Mm-hmm. We've seen you guys around town. We see what you guys have done for the community. And you guys are really putting a footprint into Sioux City with the community. And the police department is noticing it's getting really big. So we're trying to get a step up from last one, the last toy drive. I
feel like that has like three big points to it. What you just said right there is that number one, with like the police and like local businesses being aware of who you guys are and what you're doing and the positive results that are coming from it. Like, I think that there's a little bit of a stigma in a 100%. White neighborhood when somebody has a box with 26s.
100%.
Right? So like it completely like takes away the fear of dudes driving donks.
Yeah.
Number two is that just like the willingness of business owners to help and that kind of thing kind of lends itself back to how much people in Sioux City are willing to help out with things. I always say the reason I don't like LA, the reason I don't like New York City, and prior to COVID, I was going to each one of those cities 2 or 3 times a year. The thing I don't like is that every interaction with somebody there is them figuring out what you can do for them.
Right.
In Sioux City, I feel like most of my interactions here are like people figuring out what they can do for me.
Exactly.
So that's like a huge benefit to living here. And number 3 is, I guess, like just the fact that this is all coming together and blowing up so fast is a firm like example of how in Sioux City, if you were willing to get, whether it be yourself or a little bit more easy, a dedicated group of individuals together to behind a common cause to like make something happen. And, if you want to call it your dream, your ambition, a company you want to start, whatever, like the community will generally rally around you to make it happen. So
if you're doing something positive, 100%.
If your heart's in the right place and you're doing, 100%. And you're like willing to put in the work, it can happen for you. So
100%. I completely agree. The way these businesses have reached out and took my calls and said, hey, hey, you're Josh from Hood Dreamz. Or hey, I know who you are, and I had no idea who these guys are. I didn't know they knew me or what we were doing. And I never really was looking for like clout from it. You know what I mean? But going in there and talking to them, say, hey, yeah, we know who you are. We see what you guys are doing and doing great stuff for the community and the kids and stuff like that. And it makes me feel good to know that we're doing something positive for the city.
So with the, I guess like, I don't want to put you on the spot here if you don't have information off the top of your head, but like, do you want to mention any of the big sponsors or like anything that's,
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. I got them written down. I have to remember, but okay, so Deanda's Auto Sales in South Sioux.
Yep. Here, I'll give you the disclaimer. This isn't the definitive list, so if your business did give something and you're not mentioned here, trust me, you'll be mentioned a million times.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
We apologize for that in advance.
Yeah, and some of the I made a real because why I remember Deanda's is so quick is because I've actually come to make a good relationship with them guys over there.
Yeah.
With our car shows, like they brought all the
pickups,
team,
right?
The Team Billet trucks, and we sponsored their car show coming up on the 11th over in South Sioux, and all I did was call.
Yeah.
You know, it was me and my friend Chad. We made a bunch of calls, and they said, "Hey, come over." You know what I mean? And then it was just there was a bunch. I mean, there's 22 sponsors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's just such a long list. But just thinking of the bigger ones, it was just I mean, but I mean, like I said, I am appreciative for all of them because there was from little amounts to huge amounts. You know.
And are these businesses all donating? Is it all money that they're donating, or is there okay?
Yep, all money or. All money. It was all money, and they said, do what you do, and I said, okay, let me run with it, and and just kind of went from here to here. Like I said, within 2 days, it was, and I got to give a lot of credit to Chad Robinson. He took this thing by the horns and just ran, and I got right behind him with him and just ran with it too because he put the footwork in for sure.
So
getting all these guys in with us.
If like I guess if a business, this is going to come out a couple weeks before the actual event. If a business hears this in the meantime and they want to find a way to support, is that going to be a possibility? Should they get in touch
most
with
definitely.
You?
Most of the people that are already have donated are going to be on the flyer.
Okay.
And the flyer will be done this week. So,
but
I mean, they wouldn't be able to get on the flyer, but we would definitely. I mean, anything's welcome. You know, like I have had probably 10 people just call me, "Hey, I went and spent $20 on school supplies. Come pick them up."
Okay.
You know, and a lot of people have done that, you know, and I drove clear out to almost by Jackson, Nebraska today, pick up a bag, you know, and it was probably only maybe a few things, but it's all for the kids. And, you know, I've been running for the last 2 days, just, you know, me and my wife and my friend Casey went and got some of the school supplies last night. We bought everything Walmart had. Like we wiped out the whole shelf, you know. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's like I said, if you want to jump on it with us, you know, it'd be great. You know, it's whatever you want to give, we would appreciate it.
That's dope. So I guess like if a family is listening to this, or if somebody's listening to this and they know somebody who could benefit from, some school supplies, how do they go about doing it? Do they show up on that day, or?
Well, basically how it's going to work is it's on August 21st at 12 to 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up about 10. And then people can start coming about noon. Mm-hmm. So you'll just line up, you'll get your backpack, and there's work your way down the line, get your school supplies, and then we'll have bouncy houses. The fire department is going to bring a fire truck out, and then the police. I'm not 100% on that. They said they were. I got to call them back. Actually, I was supposed to call them back for today. But they're going to bring the Corvette out and the Cadillac thing they have. And then there's a VC Rentals is going to, them guys have been really big with us on this donation stuff. And they don't ask for nothing. Hey, Josh, you need a bounce house? All yours.
Oh, dope.
You know what I mean? And they've done that a few times. And I just, applaud them for doing that. Because I don't even really have to even tell them what we're doing. All right, Josh, we know what you're about. Go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
You know? And then we're going to be grilling hot dogs. We're going to have chips and drinks and we got a face painter. Actually, we just got that yesterday. A face painter that's going to be doing face painting and just taking donations for the church. Mm-hmm. And then, and then we're going to have free haircuts from 3 to 4:30. 3 to 4:30. We got Clyde from down at the Francis building, and then my wife, my mother, and then Mercedes, and then a girl named Chanda. Cool. That's going to be coming in. They're all licensed cosmetologists, so they're not, unlicensed.
Yeah.
So it's going to be inside, and when you do get a haircut, you're going to have to wear a mask. That's just the church's rules. So.
Okay.
And they're only going to allow maybe 3 or 4 kids at a time, but they're just going to do just basic haircuts, just get them in and get them out, as fast as they can. So, I mean, if you want crazy designs, you're not going to be able to do that. It just have to be just regular haircuts, fades, or whatever, and just.
So, it's at Mount Zion.
Yeah,
right?
Mount Zion Church.
And are they on West 9th?
Geneva.
Oh, Geneva.
I forget their address, but it's right there by Ben Fish.
Yeah.
Ben Fish, Wendy's on Hamilton. It's right
off
there.
Hamilton. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, they're on Geneva this week. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
So yeah, they're it's a real convenient spot for people to get to. It's it's low. It's
a lot of parking.
Even if you're not from the west side, it's still
most definitely.
You can just bust off Hamilton. It's a block off Hamilton.
Right. And like you just said, to address that, you don't have to be from the west side to come get this. Is for anybody.
Yep.
It don't matter. There's a family coming in from the Mars that's coming that had messaged me and talked about it. And I said, yeah, everybody's welcome. We're going to run until the backpacks are out. And once the backpacks are out, if we have more school supplies, just take what you need.
Yeah.
You know,
when it came to buying the backpacks and stuff, did you guys have any type of partner or get like any type of discount, or did that just donations turn around into backpacks?
Yep, that's what it was. It was because we were looking for the best price, and Mount Zion, you know, gave us a lead on where to get them, and we just went with that. Ran with it.
Cool. So, I guess, do you guys have like a ballpark of how many are going to be available? You know, like, is it going to, I just don't want people to
About 200.
Okay. So a couple hundred. Okay.
Yeah. So 200 backpacks we'll have. And then we're probably going to have more school supplies than we need, which is good. You know, we'll definitely have a lot more school supplies than we will backpacks.
I mean, shoot, so then those can be donated to
that's what I said.
Elementary school teachers that buy it for their kids
exactly.
Anyway. Yeah.
And that was what my wife said, was just, if we have extra, and like, I'll give them away if you need more, you know, hey, go ahead, you know. And if there is extras, we're not gonna just throw them away. You know, we're gonna give them to a school, or, you know, whoever needs them, you know, just because I know a couple of teachers, and I know they spend money out of their own pocket to get this kind of stuff.
Which is wild, but
that's a whole nother ball game. But yeah, that's completely crazy. But yeah, and I would definitely, you know, if it helps them, to help any kids, because it's just, I want to help as many kids as I can. You know, we had a lady actually message me this morning. She's got 12 kids under the age of 16.
Jeez.
And they just moved here from Guatemala. And
that's a lot of kids under the age of 16.
That's what I said. And her husband works all the time, so she wasn't able to make it. Or she can't make it that day because her husband has to work. Yep. She's going to try. And I said, you know, if you need to, you can just come by the house. You know, I mean, me and the wife can get you guys all set up and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, if you guys need some clothes, I said, you know, I'll go down to Walmart with you. We can get you guys some stuff. And that's not out of this, you know. Yeah. That's just me doing, you know, out of my own pocket. You know, it's just because I like helping the kids. And,
bro, that's the thing that drives me nuts, man, is like, when, you know, people will say, like, not to be political here, but like when people hate on like immigration or whatever, and they'll be like, well, if you want people from this country to be in this, or in America, then you can help them. It's like, word, give me their information. Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. It's like $50 is the difference it makes. I can go without $50 for a week, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with everything.
Yeah, like completely divorced from the politics of it. It's just like the statement to me makes it so
helping people.
Yeah,
you know, it's just I think it's been lost. It's been lost among society about helping each other.
Yeah,
you know, and it's just I'm 100% with it. You know, because I remember eating a white can of pork. You know, I remember my mom. We grew up very, very poor.
Yeah,
and I never had. I mean, I'm not saying like I have money now. I'm just saying I'm able to help a lot more. I mean, I only have one son. I'm not raising 5 kids by myself, you know?
Right. And I always say, like, even when I'm poor, or like, even when I'm like out of money or whatever, it's like, I can still hustle up a couple $100.
Right.
You know, it's like, 100%. I'm never really like out.
Right.
Out.
And it's crazy when you think like, oh man, I'm broke. And then you see people that are actually broke.
Yeah. I'm not that broke.
Like, I'm cool.
It's been a long time since I thought about a meal.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
Where I'm going to eat that meal.
Right,
yeah,
and it's a bad situation, you know. And in the way society is with people, which we're trying to change. You know, we want to, because we had like our toy drive. We had people that thought, you know, hey, I'm kind of ashamed to come over there and get what I need, and I said, come grab it from me. I'll meet you at the store.
And I think that's what's great about it. You guys making it a family event,
right?
Is that because there truly should not be shame.
No, none at all.
No. And because like, you guys aren't doing it like, check us out. Like, look at all the money we got. That's not the agreement.
Not at all. And I mean, believe me, I know what it's like to be on welfare and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If that's what you need, that's what it's there for.
Right.
You know, and if we can release some of the pressure of the world on a single mother's shoulders and how she's going to help her kids with school supplies, then that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I think that especially in Sioux City, like when people talk about like, oh, we got all these people in Sioux City that are like on low income or, you know, whatever the case may be, is like all these people in general, like a great number of people who are like having trouble making ends meet in Sioux City are the people that do all of the jobs that are literally the economy of Sioux City.
100%.
Are like manufacturing and ag processing, like the jobs that most immigrants are coming over here for, or coming to Sioux City to do, are the ones that, like, everything else in our economy is based on top of those industries.
Right.
So it's like, by saying you have a problem with that, you literally don't even, you don't have a problem with them. You have a problem with the employer maybe, and like the wages that are being paid there. But the fact that these people every once in a while need a little bit of an extra help, like that's the, I guess, like the cost of like the way our economy locally is set up.
I
so
agree.
yeah,
I agree. Yeah, no, I mean, well, I don't know if you ever heard of the Goodfellow bag, but I remember getting that as a kid every year. That's where they give us toys, you know, as kids, and that really, and there's a very vivid memory in my mind of my mom standing out there with us when it's below zero just to get us some toys.
Yeah.
And when I think of that, you know, this is what I think. This is what makes it worth it, is when I think of that kind of stuff. Is there's 100 of them out there like that. You know what I mean? There's 100 single ones. And I don't think it should be like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't change it. I don't have $1 billion. You know, if I had $1 billion, I'd try to change it. But if I didn't, I said, you know, I think that should be changed.
Yeah.
I do. I think if like I said, if we can help with that in any bit, that's what we're doing it for. You know, it's, you know, like I said, by no means do any of us have any kind of big money. You know, it's just that we love our community.
Yeah.
You know, we love Sioux City. We love the West Side. We love Morningside. We love it all. You know what I mean? And it's like Sioux City has shown Hood Dreamz so much love to where we went from down here to up here, you know, and then just but fighting all along the way with this word Hood Dreamz. You know?
Yeah.
It's got a lot of flack, you know what I mean? And it's but like I said, that I'm living my dream to help people. You know, enjoy cars, enjoy my friends, you know what I mean? Have the city know who we are and know that we're a positive group doing positive things.
Wouldn't that be a crazy thing to be against? Be like, nah, I hate that. You know?
There's a lot out there, believe me.
Yeah.
There's a lot out there.
Well, there's a lot of dipshits in the world.
Right,
A lot of people say
and that's what it is. You know, and there's a lot of people. We haven't, but like I said, I don't have to impress nobody. You know what I mean? I don't have to. I know what we're doing, you know, and I know we're on a good path, and we're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the only thing. You know, I mean, it's going to get big, you know, and that's my hope. Oh, shit. That's my hope for it.
Yeah.
Is to be huge.
Well, it sounds like you're on the right track.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard. You know, it's just, and the group of guys that are in my car club, great guys. You know, it's a great set of guys and girls, you know, and I almost forgot Carla, but yeah, she's the other girl in it. But yeah, and it's getting big. It's turned out really good, and you know, we're just planning on future things, and it's turned out really nice.
So let's go over the details one more time. It's August 21st from noon to 5.
Noon to 5, Mount Zion. And that's
Mount Zion Baptist Church.
Mount Zion Baptist Church. I had the address written down in my car, but it's right Wendy's, Hamilton, Dollar Tree on Hamilton. Ben Fish, everybody knows where Ben Fish is. It's directly behind Ben Fish.
Right by Popeyes on Hamilton.
Right.
Yep.
Right. McDonald's on Hamilton. Yeah. I mean, it's right there. You'll see it. And there is no parking in the church parking lot, but on the side where Ben Fish is, you'll see it. It's marked off because we want to kind of keep it where kids can run around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not have to worry about traffic.
Right. And there's a few open lots over there too. Like
where
so
like George's Hot Dog used to be is a big grass lot.
Yep.
Everybody can park there if they want. And then plus there's a ton of street parking. You know what I mean? And then, it's at 12 to 5 and the free haircuts are 3 to 4:30. So.
And there'll be bouncy houses, face painting.
The fire department will have their fire truck out there. And then, plus we'll have all our cars out there.
Oh,
we'll have all our old school cars out there for if they want to come check them out and, you know, take pictures or whatever.
Give the rims a spin.
Yeah, exactly. That's Trayvon's. Yeah, he's got the spinny things on his rims by the floaters. But yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, because we're gonna be we should be able to we should have our flyers for our next show too. We're having it in September.
Okay.
So it's September 26th over in South Sioux.
Cool. Is there anything you want to add real quick before you think people should know?
I mean, not really. I just want to thank everybody again. I mean, whoever sees us that knows, they contributed to what we're doing, and I just want to thank the community and thank Sioux City. And there's a lot more things coming. I want to keep doing this. We want to do like a coat drive this winter, a Christmas toy drive this. Just stuff like that, more for the community. And I just want to thank Pastor Robinson over at Mount Zion. He's just, whenever I need to call or answer the phone, he's doing some good stuff over there, and it's really when he found out we wanted to do this with the community, he was ready to roll.
I love it.
So yeah, but other than that, yeah, I think it'd be great. Come out, bring your kids, even if you don't have kids, come out, hang out. It's going to be a good time. Come chop it up with us, and
love it.
We're all going to be there, so it should be a good time.
All right. Well, that kind of sums everything up. If you are a person in Sioux City or you love Sioux City and you're rich as hell, feel free to write a big check encourage all of your rich as hell friends to write big checks too. Huge because check. There's a lot of kids in Sioux City that don't have coats in the winter, and it's cold as hell here, and there's no like program that just hands a kid a coat if their folks can't afford it. So write a check, maybe consider doing something on your own time. Maybe tell people about Hood Dreamz and everything that they're doing have inspired you, or cut a check to these guys for their next event. Whatever the case may be, find a way to get involved, do something positive, make some moves. It doesn't cost much money. It feels good, and you don't need that new purse. All right. 100%. All right. Until next time, thank you.